We say, your ears are gigantic. He said, I told you boys, it's not nice to make fun of people's ears. I know I have big ears, and I don't think it's funny.
Dick York's accomplishments are not only a source of inspiration for his peers, but also a source of optimism for those who are overcoming life's obstacles. He is renowned for his adaptability in the entertainment industry. York is a resilient individual who has overcome formidable obstacles and illness, in addition to his celebrated roles, particularly in Bewitched. Hold off on skimming this video if you are not familiar with the obstacles Dick faced in his life, as it is expected to provide fascinating insights. Let us delve in. On September 4th, 1928, Richard Allen York embarked on a voyage that would ultimately connect him with the entertainment industry. York, a young man, was born to a seamstress named Betty and a merchant named Bernard. He was destined for a career in the spotlight. During his tenure at St. Mary of the Lake Grammar School in the vibrant city of Chicago, his early abilities were discovered. He was encouraged to join the school's theater society by a perceptive nun, who recognized his remarkable vocal prowess and was motivated to cultivate his potential. The emerging artist made his debut in the play Water Babies at a young age, demonstrating his versatility by embodying a fish within this creative enclave. York's passion for the dramatic arts only intensified as the years progressed. He pursued a formal drama education at DePaul University, where he refined his skills and expanded his theatrical acumen, driven by ambition. It was during this period that he began to make a significant impact in the radio industry, securing prominent positions on local programs. These initial endeavors established the foundation for an exceptional career in the entertainment industry. York's significant role in the radio series That Brewster Boy in 1944 marked a turning point. This breakthrough signaled the commencement of his ascension, providing a glimpse of the potential that would soon blossom. He furthered his success by establishing his place in the industry by assuming the role of Billy Fairfield on The Jack Armstrong Show, which allowed him to exhibit his adaptability. Richard Allen York's career over the next 3 years was characterized by a dynamic balancing act, as he seamlessly transitioned between roles, showcasing his versatility. In addition to his participation in The Jack Armstrong Show, he also pursued a career in commercials, providing his voice for advertisements for daytime radio series. Simultaneously, he embraced the rigorous schedule of regular broadcasts by assuming a prominent role in a weekly drama series that aired 5 days a week, thereby demonstrating his dedication to the craft. In a career-defining move, ABC recognized York's charm and talent by appointing him as the presenter of a program called Junior Junction. This program was designed to captivate a younger audience, emphasizing his capacity to establish a connection with viewers of all ages. York made substantial contributions to the war effort by starring in recruitment films for the Navy, including the renowned short film Shy Guy, which was disseminated to high schools nationwide. In addition to his work in the entertainment industry, York transitioned to the prestigious Broadway stage during the 1950s, where he showcased his acting abilities in notable productions. He made his Broadway debut in 1953 with the production of Tea and Sympathy, and he followed it up with another highly regarded performance in 1955 with Bus Stop. His success on stage was further enhanced by his forays into the film industry, where he secured supporting roles in films such as Cowboy in 1958 and My Sister Eileen in 1955. York's presence continued to radiate on the small screen, as evidenced by his memorable appearances in classic TV programs of the era. He left his impact on television with roles in acclaimed shows such as The Alfred Hitchcock Hour, The Twilight Zone, The Virginian, and Wagon Train before becoming an integral part of the iconic series Bewitched in 1960. His versatility was emphasized by each role, which aided in his ascent to a prestigious actor during the golden age of television. Richard Allen York's performance in Bewitched was a resounding success, propelling him into the public eye and garnering him an Emmy Award nomination in 1968. This nomination is a testament to the critical acclaim he received. Nevertheless, York was compelled to withdraw from the series, a decision that marked a critical juncture in his career. Despite the show's successes and his personal accolades, In contrast to the widespread belief at the time, his departure from Bewitched was not the result of a trivial financial dispute between the actor and network executives. The reality was more poignant and complex. Despite the widespread belief that Dick York sought a higher salary and encountered resistance from network executives, in reality, his decision to depart the cherished series was influenced by health issues that persisted for a significant portion of his tenure on set. York persevered through health issues for an extended period, demonstrating a commitment that surpassed the bounds of professional duty. Despite his profound affection for the program and his flawless portrayal of the character, nevertheless, the persistence of these health issues ultimately reached a juncture at which it became impossible to continue. It became increasingly evident that the demands of the position were too much for him to bear, and the impact on his well-being was becoming more pronounced. The decision to withdraw from Bewitched was not a matter of choice. Rather, it was an agonizing necessity that was dictated by the physical challenges York encountered. He remained steadfast in his commitment to the show and his craft for as long as feasible due to his love for it. However, health issues ultimately proved to be prohibitive. Dick York's life took a tragic turn during the filming of the film They Came to Cordura, several years before the inception of Bewitched, when he sustained a grievous back injury. He was unable to stand for extended periods without experiencing an excruciating amount of discomfort as a result of the traumatic event, which left him in a state of perpetual agony. York's decision to seek respite from this constant agony led him to opiate-based painkillers, a decision that would have significant consequences for both his personal and professional life. A slanted wall was erected backstage on the Bewitched set, in an effort to alleviate some of the physical duress he experienced. York was able to temporarily stave off the relentless agony by leaning against this makeshift solution between shots. Nevertheless, his suffering reached a critical juncture as the show's production entered its third season, resulting in an increasing number of filming interruptions. The creative team modified the narrative to include Darren in scenes where he could either lie down in bed, sit in a chair, or recline on a couch in order to accommodate the actor's physical limitations. It was clear that these measures were insufficient to meet York's requirements. Despite these endeavors, the scripts began to exclude Darren without providing any elaborate explanations, attributing his absence to Samantha's visits to her magical family members or business travels. The production was overshadowed by York's health issues, and the actor was confronted with a devastating reality. His body was no longer capable of withstanding the physical demands of routine filming. The program was compelled to adjust to the obstacles posed by his health, resulting in an unconventional narrative that attempted to circumvent his constraints. Dick York's difficulties during the filming of Bewitched reached a critical juncture in the fifth season, as an abrupt and severe illness ultimately marked the end of his tenure on the series. The critical moment occurred during the production of the episode Daddy Does His Thing, in which York, despite experiencing a high fever of 105 and feeling ill, persisted and continued to report to work. York, resolute in his determination to endure, consumed a potent antibiotic cocktail, confident that he could overcome the illness. Nevertheless, the unfolding events exposed a more perilous situation. York was unable to control his shuddering and freezing on the set. Despite being dressed in a sheepskin jacket in the midst of summer, Dick's abrupt collapse during the filming of a scene on scaffolding was the culmination of these distressing symptoms. York's condition required immediate medical attention, which led to a hasty visit to a nearby medical facility. He remained there for an extended period of recuperation. William Asher, the director of the program, visited York during his recuperation and discussed the delicate matter of potentially terminating his tenure on Bewitched. With a sense of resignation, York responded, "If you are okay, Billy." Dick York was succeeded by Dick Sargent in the sixth season of Bewitched, which resulted in a substantial casting change. Nevertheless, the audience did not resound favorably with this modification, and the show was only able to continue for an additional 2 seasons before its eventual cancellation, which was exacerbated by declining ratings. The show's demise was not solely caused by the decision to replace York with Sargent and the subsequent decline in ratings. Elizabeth Montgomery, who depicted Samantha Stevens, also played a critical role in the decision to conclude Bewitched. Her sentiment was that the program had lost a critical component without Dick York, and it was time to bid farewell. Dick York's health spiraled decline after departing Bewitched, and it persisted beyond his Hollywood career. The persistent and exacerbated back pain that initially manifested during the filming of They Came to Cordura led to an increasing reliance on potent prescription medications. York's subsequent years were characterized by a harrowing struggle with opiate addiction, as he attempted to reconcile the detrimental impacts of the drugs on his mental and physical health. York made the courageous decision to break free from the shackles of prescription analgesics at a pivotal moment, recognizing the toll that addiction was taking on his life. Nevertheless, the journey to recovery was replete with its own set of obstacles. The withdrawal process was a grueling ordeal that was accompanied by hallucinations that persisted for days, nausea, vomiting, and chilly sweats. York prevailed in his struggle against addiction, despite the traumatic withdrawal symptoms he endured. Despite his victory over substance addiction, his health continued to suffer significantly. His Hollywood career was seemingly in jeopardy due to the challenges presented by his back pain and its lingering consequences. In an effort to establish a secure future, York and his spouse entered the real estate market with the goal of generating income by renting out properties. The actor's compassion was not a good fit for the venture. However, he was unable to evict tenants who were experiencing financial hardships due to his inherent kindness, which resulted in negligent payments and the eventual loss of the acquired building. He was unable to afford dental care due to his financial struggles, which resulted in the decay and rot of his teeth. This tangible manifestation of his hardships was distressing. The vibrant and successful actor he had once been was in stark contrast to the deterioration in his health, which was further exacerbated by financial constraints. York's weight rose to over 100 pounds as the weight of his responsibilities increased, further compounding the physical toll of life. The actor who was once prosperous was unable to secure gainful employment as job opportunities became scarce. He entered a period of profound strife as a result of the combination of deteriorating health, financial difficulties, and professional setbacks. Nevertheless, by the late 1980s, there appeared to be a glimmer of optimism on the horizon. York, exhibiting remarkable resilience, began a journey to transform his life. He addressed a significant aspect of his health by losing excess weight and taking measures to rectify the dental issues that had plagued him. He returned to acting, securing roles in television series such as Fantasy Island and Simon & Simon, which was a source of encouragement. A potential revival for a once beloved actor who had confronted adversity head-on was suggested by this resurgence. However, the brief revival was greeted with a recurring pattern. York was once again left in a state of professional uncertainty after the completion of work on these programs. As the number of phone calls from casting directors and producers decreased, the cyclical nature of his challenges led him to a familiar place, where he was jobless, struggling with health issues, and burdened by financial duress. Dick York dedicated his remaining years to a profoundly meaningful and compassionate endeavor. Despite the fact that he was primarily bedridden due to significant health challenges, he devoted his time to teaching acting and working with the transient and destitute population, despite the constraints imposed by his physical condition. This shift in emphasis toward assisting others, particularly those who were homeless, was a testament to the empathetic and compassionate essence that characterized York's character. Dick York's compassion was one of his most admirable qualities, as the plight of the destitute resonated profoundly with him. He was acutely aware that life's circumstances could result in anyone being without a residence at some point. This perspective was founded on his personal experiences. As he was born and raised during the Great Depression, a period characterized by pervasive poverty and economic hardship, York's upbringing was characterized by financial hardships, and poverty was a harsh reality that affected the lives of many during that turbulent period. His family, like innumerable others, encountered significant economic obstacles, enduring hardships in order to provide sustenance. The family was unable to afford a proper funeral, and the hardship reached a heartbreaking climax when his sibling passed away. In order to provide his sibling with a dignified burial, They were compelled to confront the dire circumstances and resort to breaking into the cemetery late at night. These formative experiences had an indelible impact on York, influencing his world view and fostering a profound sense of empathy for those who are confronted with adversity. York was deeply compelled to provide assistance to those in need after experiencing the harsh reality of destitution and the agony of being without, even when he himself required assistance. A poignant and devastating chapter in Dick York's life story is his struggle with health challenges, which were further exacerbated by his long-standing smoking habit. He was a heavy smoker for a significant portion of his life, consuming 3 cartons of cigarettes per day. This behavior persisted on the sets of Bewitched and ultimately resulted in emphysema, a severe health condition. York's respiratory system was significantly compromised by 1989, necessitating the use of an oxygen tank to facilitate his respiration. He directed his energy and resolve toward a cause that was particularly meaningful to him. Despite his personal challenges, he established Acting for Life, a private charity that is committed to providing assistance to the homeless and others in need, while he was bedridden in his Rockford, Michigan residence. York utilized his telephone as a virtual pulpit to mobilize support from the general public, business leaders, and politicians, thereby encouraging the donation of supplies and funds to assist those who were experiencing adversity. Dick York's extraordinary resilience and selfless dedication to positively impacting the lives of others were evident in the face of his own suffering. He maintained a perspective of gratitude, asserting, "I have been blessed. Despite the challenges he faced, I have no grievances. I have been surrounded by individuals who adore me in motion pictures and television, on stage and on the radio. The issues that have arisen have been purely physical." Dick York passed away on February 20, 1992, at Blodgett Hospital in East Grand Rapids, Michigan, due to complications from emphysema. He was 63 years old. Plainfield Cemetery, located in Rockford, Michigan, is his final resting place. He has left a legacy that transcends his acting career, embodying a profound desire to make a positive impact on the lives of those less fortunate, as well as a commitment to compassion and resilience. The most respectful aspect of Dick York's passing is that his admirers continue to hold him in high regard. There are individuals who are proud to display the relics they acquired from Dick York. In 2009, Zip Zip, a devoted fan and friend, was granted the extraordinary opportunity to acquire a number of significant artifacts from the estate of Dick York, the original Darren on Bewitched. The actor's life during the magical years he spent on the beloved program is captured in a unique and intimate manner through these artifacts. Dick York's personal copy of the script for Episode 1/1812, titled Chi Ap Chi Ap, extending back to 1967, was one of the tracers that Zip Zip secured. The actor's name is inscribed in pencil on the upper right-hand corner of the cover of the script, a tangible piece of Bewitched history. The script was accompanied by its original Screen Gems envelope, which further enhanced its allure by suggesting that it was sent directly to Dick York from the network. This script is particularly significant in the actor's exploration of the intersection of comedy and witchcraft, as it provides a first-hand account of the annotated pages and notes that contributed to the episode's realization. Zip Zip acquired Dick York's personal call sheet for episode num, in addition to the script. 122, entitled, I Get Your Nanny, You Get Your Goat, and the name Dick is inscribed in red pen in the top right-hand corner of the call sheet, a document that is used to coordinate the shooting schedule behind the scenes. This artifact offers a tangible connection to the actor's working life on set, providing insights into the logistics and planning that went into the production of a specific episode. The collection also contained Dick York's personal filming schedule for the same episode, which provided additional information regarding the actor's participation in the production process. The comprehension of the meticulous planning and coordination necessary to bring each enchanting moment of Bewitched to the small screen is further enhanced by the addition of layers in each document. A plastic name, ID pin badge from KBC TV, which proudly proclaims Dick York Bewitched, is one of the intriguing discoveries. The actor likely wore this straightforward yet significant item during studio visits or public appearances, as it served as a tangible connection to the world of Bewitched and York's role within it. Zip Zip acquired 3 intriguing paintings from Dick York's estate, in addition to the script, call sheet, and ID badge. These paintings provide a captivating view into the actor's creative pursuits during his leisure time. Despite the fact that the paintings are unsigned and undated, their provenance from York's personal collection lends an additional layer of significance to these artistic expressions. Dick York's passion for painting is evident in these works, which demonstrate a distinct aspect of his creativity that extends beyond his acting career. Zip Zip has elected to maintain the paintings in their original form, thereby maintaining the authenticity of their association with the actor, despite the frames exhibiting signs of wear and tear. These artworks are professionally framed with brown paper covering the rear, providing a glimpse of York's personal aesthetic and the subjects that captivated his imagination. The initial painting, which is described as a jour, appears to feature a male and female figure. A captivating glimpse into York's interpretation of human forms and relationships is provided by the details and nuances that are captured in this work. The actor's artistic choices are revealed through the use of the color blue, which contributes a unique tone to the composition. The second painting in the collection is said to resemble a mermaid or a similar creature. York's artwork is characterized by a willingness to investigate imaginative and fantastical themes, as evidenced by this imagery, which suggests a transition into the domain of fantasy and mythology. The collection is enhanced by the subject matter, which provides viewers with the opportunity to interact with the actor's creative mind and adds an element of whimsy and inquiry. The third painting is described as depicting a terrible scene, which is quite compelling. The ambiguity of the details adds an air of mystery and prompts curiosity about the emotions and narratives that York intended to convey through this particular piece, despite the fact that the details are not specified. The viewer is encouraged to engage in contemplation and reflection by leaving the interpretation of what constitutes an awful scene to their imagination. No! Recognizes the historical and sentimental significance of these objects and expresses a profound sense of honor and privilege in their possession. The decision to cherish and preserve these paintings is indicative of a deep reverence for Dick York's artistic legacy and a desire to provide a personal perspective on the actor's life during his Bewitched years. These paintings provide admirers with a more personal understanding of the multifaceted talents and interests of Dick York, which extend beyond the iconic character he embodied on the small screen. Furthermore, Dick York serves as an inspiration for certain individuals to confront obstacles in their lives. The profound impact Dick York had beyond his iconic role as the first Doreen on Bewitched is a testament to the empathetic connection that viewers formed with him, particularly during the poignant interview on Entertainment Tonight. York's commitment to assisting the destitute, despite his terminal illness, transformed him from a celebrity to a devoted family man and humanitarian. He was a compassionate and humble individual. The interview, which elicited tears from many, exposed the stark reality of York's existence as he fought illness on a poverty-level pension. In spite of his personal obstacles, he maintained his unwavering dedication to positively influencing the lives of others. Dick York, from his modest residence in Michigan, served as an inspiration, inspiring individuals to donate funds to assist in the sustenance of millions of impoverished individuals. The celebrity image that many held of him was disrupted by this unexpected demonstration of compassion, which revealed a man of profound humanity and empathy. The contrast between the iconic television persona and the real-life humanitarian was both stark and moving for those who witnessed the interview. The narrative transitioned from the fictional character of Darren Stevens to the faithful, devoted family man who, despite his own challenges, endeavored to improve the lives of those who were less fortunate. The interview revealed the authentic side of Dick York, which left an enduring impression on viewers, underscoring the depth of his character that transcended the scripted roles he played. The profound influence of Dick York's actions during this difficult period was not limited to the television screen. It also prompted a desire to establish a connection with his family and express gratitude for the legacy he left behind. Dick York's family was unquestionably fortunate to have had such a compassionate figure in their lives, and the viewer felt a profound sense of privilege in having witnessed this personal side of him. This prompted a genuine desire to share thoughts with them. A viewer discovered the name Chris York in the comments section of a Facebook post that was dedicated to classic television programs through a serendipitous coincidence and a twist of fate. This discovery sparked inquiry and prompted the question of whether Chris York is related to the renowned actor Dick York. The viewer's heartfelt voyage, which was initiated by a poignant interview on Entertainment Tonight, took an unexpected turn when they encountered Chris York, Dick York's son. In a Facebook post discussing classic TV, Dick York's compassionate and humanitarian legacy was further illuminated by this accidental encounter. In 2021, Chris York initiated a campaign to secure a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his father, Dick York. Motivated by his affection and admiration for him, the viewer and Chris's newfound connection expanded beyond the digital domain, resulting in a friendship on Facebook. This connection afforded the viewer a distinctive chance to articulate the profound influence that Dick York's narrative had on their heart. The viewer shared their genuine emotions during their interaction with Chris, reflecting on how Dick York's compassionate efforts to assist the destitute had moved them to tears. The transformative power of kindness and generosity, even in the face of personal challenges, was underscored by the inspiration drawn from York's story, which resonated profoundly. Chris York painted a poignant portrait of Dick York as the pillar of their family when asked if he had any sentiments to convey about his father. As he approached the end of his life, he shared a poignant quote from his father. "I have been blessed. I have no complaints. I have been surrounded by people who love me in motion pictures, on television, and on the radio. The things that have gone wrong have been merely physical." Chris reflected on the enduring source of inspiration that his father's perspective on life, which is defined by gratitude and love, continues to be a legacy that he is committed to maintaining. The enduring spirit of Dick York and the connection with Chris York provide a profound lesson in a world where not everyone can engage in physical community service. This lesson teaches that everyone has the potential to make a meaningful difference in the world, irrespective of their circumstances. The viewer, motivated by Dick York's narrative, expressed a desire to motivate others by demonstrating how individuals, regardless of their obstacles, can make a meaningful contribution to their church, community, and the world at large. What are your opinions regarding Dick York's existence and the challenges he encountered? Please provide your feedback in the section below. We trust that you found this video to be informative. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you find it enjoyable. I appreciate your attention and look forward to our upcoming videos. Goodbye.